All right, here's the next recording. I'm gonna do 2 wins from me and then 1 for you. All right, so right off the bat, I'm gonna talk about something. So right here, okay. So round start slide. Let's talk about it. So remember, I said foreshadowing earlier. You did a round start slide and you bodied me for it. Now I think in this clip, I'm not reacting to it with my jump. I'm not thinking that you're gonna slide, but I have a mental note that you might take a risk round start. And I just want to say that, um, you know, sometimes, like, we get it. Sometimes Kim has to neutral skip. She has to teleport. She has to slide to get in. But round start, you do not need to take big risks like this, because what you get off of a slide is, it's kind of like a free way to get your offense started if it hits, right? But if it doesn't hit, you just threw maybe the whole round, because whatever combo they're going to get is like a big punish counter combo that's going to likely carry you near the corner, and then you're going to be fighting for your life, right? So it's, if you don't have to slide, you can just, if you can play neutral, and what I mean by that is just like, walk in and out of ranges, try and counter poke a stand median kick, try and use that to start your advantage, right? Especially, I know that some fireball characters you can react with slide, other ones it's just a guess, but for the most part, there are situations where it's much better to use. And I think round start is just too risky. And I think you do 2 in the beginning here, right? So alright, so you got some good pressure going. Alright, now let's talk about this situation, because I labbed it, right? So right here, you do overhead on block, right? Which is, you're +1 here, right? Now here's a little fun fact. I don't know if you know this, but I'll just say it anyways, is that when you're +1, you cannot do a throw. It will lose to a jab, right? So I throw because I'm thinking, well, I'm going to get thrown or jabbed, right? And I get you. I throw you. And I'm not sure what you're pressing here. Let's see. It looks like you... Oh, no, that's me. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong inputs. Apologize. So what are you pressing here after your... You didn't press anything. But either way, if you pressed a jab, you would have got thrown. You actually need to be +2 on block or more to be able to do a button and then do a throw. And if they do a 4 frame, you're going to counter hit them with the throw. So in this situation, when you do drive rush overhead and they don't block, you should do something like crouch light punch as a tick throw into a throw, or you should do crouch light punch into stand medium punch as a counter hit confirm, or any counter hit confirm off of a 4 frame, because that's uninterruptible unless I do a reversal or whatever, it's just a better thing. And then you can go into doing a throw after it, because then they're thinking about the risk of getting counter hit, and you've created this situation. Now you can do a little bit more, be a little bit more flexible. But I would say you're better off going for a button like the first couple times you do it, just to establish that, like, hey, I'm gonna meaty here, or I'm gonna press a button here. If you press, you're gonna die, kind of thing. It's just a good thing to keep in mind when you get that situation. Okay, I got some pressure. All right, so I keep hitting you with this. This is just an Aki specific thing you might not know. Anytime she does quarter circle forward heavy, grounded or in a combo, right here, holding up forward and doing hard punch is a meaty. You should always respect this, right? You can perfect parry it, but the thing is, if you perfect parry it, you're not at an advantage to do anything. If you throw, I can tech the throw. If you press a button, I can block it. Your best thing you can do is just to respect it, right? You should just respect it, because you can delay tech. And if you delay tech, then it will beat my empty jump throw. So I really don't have like a crazy option. Just having a safe jump is just a way to get a little bit more pressure before I lose my turn, right? But you get hit by it. There's actually a couple other times in this set you get hit by it too, and it might just be matchup knowledge. But that is a safe jump. Just don't press there. You'll get hit. I'm just trying to keep the corner, which is wide. So like after let's see right here, I do this combo, jump in. I don't want to overextend. I don't want to lose, I got to jump in. I got lucky jump in. And then I get some pressure. Oki. Right here, I'm trying to hold this space, right? This distance. I should just be using this to pause, honestly. You get the throw. Right here, this is a big mistake. Anytime you are in this sort of situation, you need to do a back throw, right? that could potentially secure you the round. Although I think you might. I'm not sure. I don't remember this round. There's one where you almost take it back, where you make a mistake. Yeah, that's just unlucky, right? We just traded. But you see, this round would have played out way different if you threw me in the corner. You might have still lost, right? Of course, you can always lose. You don't know, but throwing the correct way. And look at right here, round start slide again, and then now it's sort of a momentum shift, right? When I hit a combo, right? I know I got wake ups, I got pressure, and that is already putting on the pressure to the opponent who's now on the defensive. Because round start, nobody's defending, right? You're both trying to just play neutral, right? But once you commit to this risky thing, right? Now you have to play my game, right? Now I don't do much, right? Like even right there, off of all of these, like arc slice move. I don't know what it's called. She's not plus. She's -2 or -1. I think she's -2 or maybe even -3. I think she's -3 actually. The only one she's plus is the EX one, which I didn't really even use in our set. Now right there was smart. You tried to perfect parry, but I whiffed, which is kind of funny. So we're playing as neutral again. Again, you did a full screen slide. It's just risky. It would have hit though. You know, he had a fireball read. I'm gonna assume that it was a read. You know, it's unfortunate it didn't hit. But like I said in the video before, you're trying to cover your tracks, right? So if we go back, so you do the slide, you get hit, and then right afterwards you do a random sweep, right? You gotta be careful about this like kind of mentality of like covering your mistakes with another mistake. You know what I mean? Because it's just a bad habit. I think that a lot of Street Fighter players end up with this habit and they break it. But you got to be really careful about, like, you make a mistake or you do something, you whiff something in neutral, don't whiff again, you know, because a much stronger player is going to see this very quickly and be like, okay, this person is like sweep happy, which is what I would call, like, a lot of like Ryu players play like that, right? They just sweep all the time, and you got to be careful. As good of a button as it is so risky, you know? You just got to be careful. I should have anti-aired you there, but all right, another slide, which gave me the opportunity. So it's just worth pointing out. I know it's kind of like I'm a broken record now, but a lot of these big risks are opportunities for me to take the round back, right? And then just so I'm just giving you nothing, right? Right here, when we're playing at this range, you can walk in, right? Your walk speed is so fast, right? And you're really good at whiff punishing with stand medium kick. And if you don't whiff punish, you can just do it and get some pressure started. I mean, you got enough meter for a drive rush. It'll burn you out. But if you get a punish counter, you don't need to spend the meter and you get a free run into whatever, you know? So while we're playing this range, you know, I'm throwing this out. It's risky. EX fireball. Now you have the meter advantage, right? You just don't need to take that risk, you know? And then, you know, I get the opening because of the risk, and then this let me get that level 3 on you. So I think playing neutral more mid-screen, just with your walk speed, your buttons. I know it's easier said than done, but again, another sweep. I didn't punish it. That would have been the round if I just punished it. But you have a chance right here. So, all right. So right here, you're actually right about this. It's -8. I think that was like 6 or 7 frames. I don't know. It just must have been a little bit late, which is really unfortunate. But then, there you go again. You covered your mistake with a sweep, and I didn't punish it. But it's really risky, right? So you do that, you whiff, and then you do a sweep, right? So it's like, it's just a bad habit, and it's gonna hold you back, especially once you start climbing. You know, I've seen you get up to about 1600 MR a couple times. And once you get past that point, people are gonna really like find this part of your gameplay which is weak, and they're going to expose it because a lot of your gameplay is very solid. So this element of it needs to go, you know, if you want to become stronger. You need to be careful about covering your mistakes with sweep. All right, now let's move on to a game you win, which, I mean, it's just going to be a steamroll, but let's see.